Alrighty then, hello everybody, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Wilds. It is the 30th of June, and we just had title update number 2. Once again, you will see this much later, but this is just my story and my progression, so to say. This is why you see it so late and why I'm not showing it in between, because the story part is not done yet. Yesterday I was editing the end of the main story, where we fight Xochitl. Yeah, just that you know where I am at this time of day and how long it takes till this video comes out. So, yes, with the free title update 2, there are so many new additions and so many improvements and stuff. I'm not gonna go over everything. I think you guys know those already, but we're gonna go over the most obvious ones, so to say. So, as we can see, we have 2 new monsters, Lagiacruz and Seregios. To be honest, I don't know either of those because they have not been in Monster Hunter World, but I asked my brother, who has been playing, or who played the older Monster Hunter games, and he says Lagiacruz, yeah, was a pain in the butt, so to say, just because the fight in the water was quite difficult. And I've seen the trailer, and I'm very curious to see how this goes. And we will have a new area for that as well. And I know that Lagiacruz has, I think, thunder element, so I have to be wary of thunder. And Seregios will inflict wounds, so you need some jerky or something against bleeding. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. In the future, we will get Arch-Tempered Uthuna. This will come sometime in summer, that's what I know. It also says featured updates include the addition of Endemic and Aquatic life rankings, so we're gonna take a look at that as well. And what else do we have? Oh, some bounties as well for Endemic and Aquatic life. You can also choose which support hunters respond to SOS flares. Oh, that's interesting, because I read there are 2 new support hunters. One is called Mina, she has a sword and shield, and the other one is Fabius with a lance. Wait, is it that Fabius? Yeah, I think it's that Fabius, the main guy, so to say. The chief. Alright, what else? And you can even choose Eric to accompany you as a handler. Aha, okay. Well, I won't do that. I like Armour, to be honest. You will now also find an item box outside each of your base camp tents. Oh, this is awesome. That's what I wanted when I put the stuff to the pop-up camps. I really was hoping that there would be a box that we could actually just click on and then change outfits or equipments and the items and stuff. That's actually quite good, because then you don't have to always go into the tent. Then there's a new Cosmetic DLC Pack, number 2. I don't care about that, to be honest. I'm not gonna buy that. Although there was something for free. We're gonna take a look at that in just a bit. Right, and some more fixes and stuff. Okay. So, like I said, we're gonna talk about Lagiacruz and Seregios before we start the quests. And now, actually, let's take a look at everything else that's new. I can see some exclamation marks. Let's start with those. So, yeah, add-ons. Here we are. Cosmetic DLC Pack 2. Let me just check. That's the new one. Okay, so you would get... okay, that's German, sorry guys. The Cyber Cat, okay. And some new hairstyles, some makeup, okay. A new pendant, new gestures, and a new sticker. What? There's something with the what. Okay, so we see this. Those are the new pendants, okay. The new hairstyles. Gemma, Armour, and Nata. Interesting. New gestures, number 6. That's the one which I own now, because this one was for free. We're gonna take a look at the gestures in just a bit. And then some new pendants. Aha, okay. Even more pendants. Hearts and stuff. Okay, interesting. So, bounties. Right, I've already finished the ones for this week. I never do the arena ones, or rarely. And then we have fishing and endemic life. Okay, catch 1 aquatic life in the plains, a sushi fish, using a fishing rod. Okay, because you can catch fish with a net as well. That's actually not too difficult. And you would get some life powder and armor spheres and ancient Vyvern coin. That's actually not too bad, because they're quite rare. Sushi fish scale, another Wyvern coin, and jeweled mullet roe for food buffs and stuff. And another armor sphere, okay. And then endemic life. Some potions, more ancient Wyvern coins, and more for food, and more spheres. Okay. Interesting. Right, so let's take a look at the gestures. So it looks like this one is a new one. Okay. Interesting. Right. Let's take a look at the next one. Okay, funny, funny. Alright, next one. It's so funny. Alright, and then now let's take a look at the pop dance as well. Ooh, with the light as well, with this... Oh, okay, okay, interesting. Very funny. Alright. Nice, nice. So, those are the free ones. Very good. Right, then there's an next exclamation mark over here at the provisions.
Yeah.
Hey Hunter, are you trying to find more of those items available during the Festival of Accord? Well, I talked Santiago into making sure I have plenty on hand for those that want them. If you're interested, you can exchange some of your items for them. Ah yeah. Okay, special items are now available at the provision stockpile in each region. Just choose which item you want from the list and obtain it by exchanging certain items you already have. Let's just check. Yeah, Blossom Dance ticket and... Oh! Okay, we already see the ticket for the next festival, which will come sometime this summer. Flame Fete. Okay. Alright, we have to talk to Eric in the Scarlet Forest, I can see that. Yeah, this is for one of the new missions, quests, side quests, whatever. Right, what else do we have? So, we have some new equipment and skills, new panels and stickers, we have to take a look at those, new voice lines, pose sets and gestures, and there's a new Seikret Decoration. Those are the standard ones. Maybe this is just for if you buy it, but I haven't seen it. Or maybe it's just new decorations if it comes to colors and... Wait a second, why does my Seikret look like that? Why is it purple? It shouldn't be purple. It should be blue and... What? Somehow the colors changed. Where's my... Why? This is so weird. It says I still have the same colors, but it still doesn't look right. Huh? Okay, I have to fix this. Because this is not what my Seikret looked like. Because I modeled it after my car. Yeah, I have to fix this later. I don't want to do this. Wait, let me just discard all changes. Maybe there's just a problem here. Let me just check. I want to check this. Nah, he looks fine. Yeah, this is how Theo should look like. I don't know why it was different in the customization, but that's correct. Alrighty then, so what else is new? Hunter and Palico layered weapons have been added. Oh yeah, layered weapons. So let me just get back to the tent, and then we're gonna take a look at that. Change appearance? No? Oh, at some point you might be able to change Gemma's and Eric's outfit too. Okay, so there will be more. Nice, nice. So it's not in maybe here, equipment appearance. Ah, there we are. You can now take advantage of layered weapons in the equipment appearance menu. Use it to show your true passion for hunter fashion. After you finish upgrading a weapon on a weapon tree at the smithy, you'll be able to equip it as layered equipment. For weapons that change appearance as they are upgraded, you'll be able to select previous appearances once the weapon is upgraded to its final form. Yeah. Okay, I have all the weapon upgrades that should be totally fine. Just wanna see. Ah, okay. Yeah, it changes. Okay then, but is it just for... It looks like I'm not changing the appearance of the specific weapon, but just for all the weapons, right? Okay, I'm gonna test something. I'm just gonna change this one to, like I said, this one maybe? And then we have this one, the Ajara Batra. So, I'm gonna save this loaded as a test. And now, let's change our outfit. Let's go for, it doesn't matter, 2 Deprielchas, sure. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to change that for example, that my fire Deprielcha looks like a fire weapon. And the water one looks like a water one. Like a different water weapon. But not that every weapon will look like the Fulgurglaive. Every primary and every secondary will look like the Ajara. That's not what I wanted. This would mean if I really wanted, like, for example, I'll give you a little example. So, for example, this one, the Doshagoma, the Guardian Doshagoma here that I have 2 Deprielchas, right? So the first one is Frost and the second one is Fire. And I would like these the frost weapon looks like, for example, that one. Or this one. It doesn't change. You see that, right? Because it's a layered... Because the layered weapon will always be the same. Even if I use a sleep weapon, it doesn't change. I don't like that. That's not what I wanted. Now I'm disappointed. Because then I would need a layered armor for every little loader that I have, depending on the weapons that I have. That's not great. All right, I'm gonna change it back to the standard. Can I change it to the standard without knowing which weapons I used? Jawohl. Can just click it off. Okay. Right. I really was hoping that you could go in here and, for example, go for the Gravodius one, the one that I'm using here, but you can see in the background. And then I could then say, and then you could say, okay, I want this to look like that one, the fire weapon, for example. And then that this one would always look like that one, but not that every weapon will look like this one because it's on the first slot. That's really disappointing. Because it's a layered weapon, I can understand why they did it the way they did it. Because, like I said, it's the same with the gear. If you change the gear in here, it doesn't matter which loadout you use, you will always look the same. But for the weapons, I don't like it. Where can I... Palico equipment. Layered weapons are now available for your Palico. Forge high-rank weapons to equip them and maximize fashion potential. Yeah, funny. Right, with this one I understand, because I have this one, and if you use different one, if you want to look like this one, it looks like this one, then... Yeah, okay. It's the same with the armor. But then again, I don't change my Palico's weapon at all. I'm always using the one with the most damage. So it makes sense for the Palico, but not for the Hunter, in my opinion. Okay. Right. What else? The beta sets of Hunter armor have been added to layered armor settings. For any alpha versions you have already unlocked, you will also automatically obtain the beta versions. So we have new backgrounds, poses, nameplates, and titles to Hunter profiles. Do I have some backgrounds already, or is this just like with the DLC package background? No. They are with the... Yeah, it looks like they are with the DLC package, because those are like the ones we already had before. I'm quite certain. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Okay. Right, we talked about the new hunters already. They will be available. So Mina and Fabius will be available after completing the main mission, A Hunter's Pride. We're gonna take a look at that in just a bit. Added a feature at the quest counter that allows the player to select which support hunters will join you when using an SOS flare. Right, we're gonna take a look at that next. And this should be up here in the settings, right? Let's go for 4. Let's say we wanna go for players and support hunters. I can't see it here. Here we are. You can now select support hunters. After selecting a quest from post join quest, you can choose who you would like to participate. If you are unable to select support hunters, try changing the maximum number of participants or multiplayer settings from the settings menu at the quest counter. That's why I switched it, because I thought, yeah, if I go up for single player and only players can join, then we won't see this. Note, there may be usage restrictions depending on the quest type or certain members who cannot participate in specific quests. Interesting. Select support hunters. Olivia, Rosso, Alessa and Mina. Oh, we can... Wait. We can choose Mina already? But it says it's new. And they will become available after completing the main mission, A Hunter's Pride. Did I do the Hunter's Pride already? Isn't this a new one? I don't know. Okay, we just see that this is possible and you can do it in here. Okay. Ah, I understand. Wait a second.
See you again, Hunter.
Something else, which I just saw. Or which I just read. Let's go to the Windward Plains. Okay, we have to talk with Nebby as well. And Gemma wants to talk to for a side quest. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do this later. I just wanna check something. Because I said at the beginning that we are able to, or that there are item boxes added to the base camp at the Hunter's tent. So...
I'll get ready too!
So there should be an item box. Ah, there it is! That's the one. Yeah, this is just for items. Okay. Nice. And other stuff. But then again, I thought it would be for the pop-up camp, but no. if you'd want to change it for the pop-up camp, you have to go to him, for example. And then you can edit this in board planes, game gear options. I want to change the small item storage. Yes. And there is it. There it is. Yeah, that's what I want. Awesome. So I'm gonna add this to all of my camps because then you can use this. Because I was actually hoping that this small item box would be the same like this is now, that you can use it to change your items and stuff, to replenish it. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna change this quickly. All my camps look the same anyways. So let me just finish this and then we're gonna move on. Awesome. So done with this. So what else do I see here? Change lobby menu can now be accessed at your tent, in base camps or pop-up camps. Oh, okay, interesting. So we can change the lobby there as well. You can now choose to switch your handler from Armour to Eric or vice versa. Actually, I just want to check this, how this goes, how this works. This feature is unlocked after completing the Lagia Cruise mission. Ah, yeah, okay. So this will come later. A function has been added to the provision stockpile that allows you to trade for seasonal events. We have seen that. New Festival of Accord. Ah, this will come July 23rd and will go to the August 6th this year. Okay. Or 2025. Following features will be temporarily modified during the Festival of Accord. Yeah, we know this. What else? Barrel Bowling now has additional reward slots as well as new special arrangements for seasonal events. Okay, and the bombs will behave differently than normal large barrel bombs, making for a unique challenge. I don't play the barrel bombs game at all. I'm really bad at it, so yeah, that's why. The limited bounties, we have talked about this already. New ranking categories have been added. Fish and Endemic Life, sure. Added a feature that automatically selects armor spheres when upgrading armor at the smithy, which also converts access points into armor spheres. What does that mean? Where's my... No, I don't want to talk to her here. Let's start a quest. Let's go back to the Grand Hub. So, for example, if I wanna upgrade this one. Ah, square, auto select. Ah, very nice. This is good. I like that. Might come in handy. Alright, alright. So, what else? Added a feature that automatically selects reinforcement materials when reinforcing Artian weapons at the smithy, which also converts access points into materials. Okay, good. It will look the same. I don't have an Artian weapon at this point that I could upgrade. So, also very nice. So then we have the extra missions. Okay, new side mission. I'm not gonna read that because we wanna see it as soon as we can, as soon as we do it. New area, yes, I know. A new key dialogue has been added for Ferdinand in the Windward Plains base camp. Speak with him and complete the conditions to get a new pendant. Oh, interesting. How about we do that probably first in just a bit. Oh, there are so many people here. Just go away a little bit. The environment overview can now be checked in the Grand Hub. It includes notifications on when events are currently being held, such as the Festival of Accord. Aha. Yeah, a bunch of changes for Steam. Okay, new graphics stuff, settings. Added a feature that lets you quickly restock the item and ammo pouch. The ammo pouch is now automatically restocked when activating an item loadout. Added a take-all feature to Nata's material retrieval. Oh, let's take a look at that.
Somebody wants to make a trade.
Material retrieval. And then you just press square. Awesome. I have not seen what I got, but I got some. Easy. Very easy. Very nice. Added a remove all decorations function to the added decorations submenu. This is awesome. This is great. You can just remove them all and just put new ones in if you don't want to deselect them all. You don't have to remove them one by one. If you want to go for a totally new build, that's actually quite good. Added the ability to check the squad leader's hunter profile. Okay, from the squad card, yeah, fine. Added an option that allows you to display the elapsed time of arena quests and related time attack quests in the objectives. You can now also check your previous best times. Okay. Equipment appearance can now be viewed via equipment info or Palico info in the start menu. Equipment info? Equipment appearance. Oh, I was pressing L2 and R2, but no, it's on the bottom. Triangle. Ah, very nice. Good. The conversation log can now be accessed via the start menu. Okay. Added options for effects and character display in photo mode. Sure. Gestures and poses can now also be selected while in first person view. Cool. I haven't used the photo mode yet, so I don't really care. Added an all non-arena quests category in the hunter profile quest completion count page, which excludes total weapon usage from the count. Aha. We've also added functionality to reset weapon usage counts from the target quest category. Okay. You can now delete your best times data for arena quests recorded on the hunter profile. Okay. The following options have been added. A health gauge warning option, a fixed display option under display elapsed time for some quests, an active skill item effects option, an equipped talisman effect option, a support under damage display option, and an access item gathering settings option. Aha. And then there are a bunch of bug fixes and balance adjustments. Oh, this is awesome actually. Material retrieval item requests can now be performed during inclemencies in Kunafa and Azus, and item gathering will still continue to progress during inclemencies. This is really good, because this was bugging me. Sometimes you couldn't talk to Nata and say, hey, I want to get something different because there was inclemency. Okay. Adjusted how often monsters will discover pop-up cams. Fix an issue where sneak attacks performed in the arena would sometimes not deal normal damage. I didn't even know that this was a case, but okay. Tempered wounds in future free challenge quests will now be found in fixed locations. Why? Fix an issue where the size of the target monster would change when accepting an investigation with only one remaining attempt. Did it? Okay. Weird. Alright, now we have some player stuff as well. You now regain control of your character slightly faster after starting a quest. This is really good, because sometimes I'm just standing there and I can't move because it's not, the quest hasn't really started. Player gathering actions have been adjusted to be more responsive overall, particularly while riding the Seikret. This is really good. Yeah. Crouched movement now also benefits from faster recovery time for the bleeding status effect. I have been bleeding, I think, once, but I don't really know if this was too long. Fix an issue where the effect of the skill Slicked Blade would not disappear when entering or exiting the training area. Okay, don't know. Fix an issue where players could have multiple types of large barrel bombs in their item pouch if they retrieved a previously placed large barrel bomb while in possession of a blossom barrel bomb. Okay. Fix an issue where if the dash control had been switched to a single press, then dashing from a crouching position would result in the character starting a run motion instead of a dash when standing up. Fix an issue where the web state would not be properly removed by a pure wasp delivery. So much stuff, I didn't even know that there were issues. Okay. Then they changed some stuff, or fixed some stuff with the sword and shield, the dual blades, the long sword, the hammer, the hunting horn, the lance, gun lance, switch axe. I don't read this because charge blade, because I don't use those weapons. I only use the insect glaive. Heavy bowgun, bowgun's bow. Alright, support hunters. Fix an issue where support hunters mounted on Seikret would leave cover earlier than intended during Jindahart's large area of effect attack, causing them to take damage. Really? Okay. Increase the attack power of support hunters for when the quest leader is at hunter rank 100 or higher. So they do less damage, or do they do more damage because they are scaled with us? I don't know. Adjusted the behavior of support hunters when mounting a monster, okay, and added a follow-up move for when Olivia successfully performs an offset attack. Cool. Seikret. Improved the speed of response when calling your Seikret. I like that. I have seen a little GIF, so to say, where you can see the difference between the old and the new one. It's really, maybe it's a second quicker or so, but it is quicker and it's noticeable. This could be very helpful. Improve the response speed for controlling your Seikret after mounting from a Seikret call. Beautiful. Fix an issue where, while riding your Seikret in auto move, they would circle around the area if you arrived before the large monster. Yeah, that was annoying. That's true. Yeah. I always decided to just brake and just stand there with the Seikret. Item use inputs while mounted on a Seikret have been made more responsive in the following situations: after switching weapons while mounted, when using an item after closing the map, when using an item immediately after another item. Great, because sometimes I want to heal myself but also eat a ration because my stamina bar is not maxed out. Yeah, and it takes quite some time before you can actually eat a ration after healing yourself. Yeah. And it is now possible to dismount from the Seikret while drifting. You can drift? I don't even know if I was... Did I know this? I don't know. I can't remember. And then the Palico fix an issue where Palicos would stop using Vigor Wasp delivery under certain conditions. Yeah, true. I had this just recently in a quest where Cammy said that she's gonna heal me with her Vigor Wasp, and then all of a sudden she didn't, and it just disappeared. Yeah. Okay. So, and then there are some system stuff. We get more guild points after delivering a Wyvern egg. I've never done this before. Skill info window can now be quickly opened in various screens. Change the investigation submenu option, delete investigation button. Okay. Change the arena quest and challenge quest submenu option, available equipment details button. Food skills can now be viewed in the skill info window via equipment info in the start menu. Let me just check. I still have it open. Food skills, yeah. Kava meal, insurance meal, and tumbler meal. Can I see what those do? Yes, I can. Allows you to carve an additional 1 or 2 times. Prevents your group from being penalized for the first time a member faints. Extends the invulnerability period when waiting. Greatly increases attack when health is dangerously low. Oh. And prevents damage and ailments from the environment. Ah yeah, nice. This is very helpful. Thank you. The detailed effects of food skills can now be viewed in the active skills. Yeah, I just saw that. You can now accept and depart, quick start a quest directly from a quest invite notification in the important chat notifications. Okay, that's nice. Remove the skip function from important chat notifications and made it so that the map can now be opened even while the notifications are still active. I need a notification. If I see a notification, I'm gonna test this. Yeah. But I'm quite certain I won't see a notification because why would I? Maybe later. Adjusted the map so that it no longer automatically switches levels when focusing on a large monster. Lobby info can now be viewed in the upper right corner of the start menu and quest counter screens. The monster field guide can now be viewed in the quest menu while in your tent. That's really good. Fix an issue where decorations not intended to be equipped in certain slots could still be equipped. Aha! Didn't know that there was an issue. Fix an issue where obtained nameplates would sometimes not appear in the hunter profile settings. Ah yeah. Fix an issue where the hunter's chest armor would not display when selecting the display armor setting. Okay. Fix an issue where performing certain actions such as eating or forging weapons armor in the Grand Hub would reset the cooldown for mantles. Really? Fix an issue where repeatedly fast traveling in the training area would reset certain statuses such as cooldowns for mantles. Improve the response time for using items after exiting a tent. Fix an issue where incorrect icons would appear for offline members. Don't care about that. Fix an issue in the equipment appearance menu so that focus will now stay on the equipped layered armor. Okay. Now we come to quests. We're nearly through. Okay. Accepting and joining quests will be possible from the quest counter during an environment link. Cool. Made adjustments to reduce interruptions when joining a quest via an invitation notification. Adjusted the unlock conditions for the social butterfly hunter highlight. Don't even know what that is. Fix an issue where an SOS flare would be sent automatically when starting a quest with max members set to 1 and automatic SOS flare turned on. I have the automatic SOS flare on, and I sometimes just do quests by myself with max members set to 1. I did not encounter this bug. Fix an issue where the departure animation wouldn't finish if the target quest ended at a specific moment during the animation, leaving the player unable to control their character. Really? Oh, that would be bad. Fix an issue where the lucky vouchers effects would not apply to the target quest when accepting a quest invitation from a link member during an ongoing quest. Aha. Fix an issue where during a non-field survey in your own environment, a great hunt with multiple monsters could be generated even if one of the monsters hadn't appeared in that environment. So many issues I didn't even know about. Fix an issue where players could significantly reduce a monster's health with poison or other similar ailments before starting a field survey. Before starting a field survey? Okay. Fix an issue where completing a free challenge quest while offline would prevent the game from saving properly. Oh. Causing lower ranking times to display incorrectly at the quest counter. Fix an issue where a target monster would sometimes fail to appear in multi-target investigations. I've never encountered that one. Fix an issue where if multiple players joined an arena quest simultaneously, the number of participants would register incorrectly in the rankings. New preventative measures have been put in place for invalid or fraudulent investigations. Awesome. Finally. Wait, let me just check this. It's still not fixed. I'm sorry. You can't finish this in under a second. Although it said fraudulent investigations. It didn't say the rankings. God dang it. I read it wrong. Okay. What else? Quest completion times that are obviously fraudulent will not be registered in the rankings. They are still. And users in question will be automatically subject to suspension or feature restrictions. But you just saw it's still fraudulent. You can't finish the Chatakabra quest in under a second. This should not be possible. Because you can't even reach it in another second. So, what the hell? Alright, and then fix an issue where some voice lines would not trigger properly, fixed various text issues, and fixed other miscellaneous issues. Okay, so that's all the new stuff, and I think I really want to start with the Windward Plains and the guy over there. Let's just go over here and with the Endemic life and talk to him, and then we have to do something for him, and then we will get a new pendant. So let's start easy. Right. Yeah, there's an exclamation mark. Sure. Ferdinand. Ah, salutations, Hunter. I'm in a bit of a quandary. Might I trouble you for your assistance? You see, I had a list salmon made of Aquatica to be collected with the intention of giving it to you. However, mere moments ago, a strong breeze scattered... Why was it so quick? Drat, I have a vague recollection of what was written about the Aquatica we wanted you to collect. Sometimes the text is very long and stays there for quite some time, and sometimes it doesn't. You'll be compensated for your time, of course. Think of this as an advance. Now then, what was written on that first page? I will endeavor to jog memory, so please check back later. You received the common wood minnow pendant. Use the appearance menu. Okay, yeah, we're gonna take a look at that in just a bit. Actually, let's do it right now, and then we're gonna talk to him once again. Yeah, but it was just weird. Sometimes the text stays there for quite some time, and yeah, and then all of a sudden it was gone very quickly.
Can I help you?
Common wood minnow. Ah, this is like a lure, right? Something like that with 2 hooks. Yeah, with 2 hooks. Okay. I still wanna keep the teddy. The stuffed feline or Sakura. Nah, stuffed feline. That's fine. Okay. Nice. So let's talk to him once more, and let's see what we need to do. That's an interesting looking weapon. Yeah. These fish are certainly useful for hunting. I cannot begin to thank you enough. Please take this as a token of our appreciation. You received the Emerald Jitterbait pendant. Wait, maybe I already finished what I needed to do for him, and now I get the other stuff as well? I don't know. We're gonna take a look at this pendant in just a bit. Let's talk to him once more. My ears have granted me the gift of knowledge about this world's creatures, and I am eager to share. Do you remember those fish yet? Aquatica list 1? Ah yes, I vaguely recall the first page of the list of Aquatica we wanted you to collect. I believe it was 10 fish of any kind, as long as their scales glimmer of gold and silver. No need to bring them all here. Recording them in your field guide is enough. You have my thanks. Okay, so I finished 1, 3, 4, and 5. I'm missing 2. Okay, let's go for 3. I vaguely recall the third page of the list of Aquatica we wanted you to collect. I believe it was 5 fish of any kind, as long as they are large and can swim relatively fast. Curse this confounded memory of mine. Oh, and don't forget to record them in your field guide. Thank you. Then number 4. I vaguely recall the 4th page of the list of Aquatica we wanted you to collect. I believe it was 5 fish of any kind, as long as they prefer murky and dark places. Ah, my first blunder in 8 years. Just remember to record them in your field guide. Thank you. Oh no, I think I have finished 2. That's where I got the second pendant. And if I finish these, I will get the other pendants as well. Aquatica list 5. I vaguely recall the 5th page of the list of Aquatica we wanted you to collect. I believe it was 10 aquatic creatures of any kind, as long as they possess wriggling tentacles. Ah, they are so wriggly. Please record them in your field guide. Your assistance is appreciated. Okay, so we have to do these. I wanna do this later, to be honest. Yeah. Let me just do the other quests first. Actually, we're gonna take a look at the new pendant as well. And then we're gonna start and talk to Gemma. And then we're gonna do the other 2 new main missions too, to fight the new monsters as well. The Emerald Jitterbait. Aha. Yeah. Nice. Thanks. So, food buff. 60 minutes, that's fine. I don't know what Gemma wants. Let's talk to her.
Hey, Hunter! I know it's out of the blue, but you want to bust down a new door?
I'm going to need some context here, Gemma.
Yeah.
Right. So, I was talking shop with some of the hunters from the other units earlier.
I suppose I'm a function-first type? I do fuss over the little details, but even that's about practical things.
It really depends on the weapons you're using. You can wind up stuck with one catch-all set.
I hear ya. It's great to go all in on one specific approach. But to survive out here, you've got to be flexible. Try new things.
No.
Well,
I will stick with my
sure,
glaive.
but that's easier said than done.
Why not start from looks then? What do you say to a little friendly competition?
Okay.
Each unit comes up with a set of gear they want to put their hunter in. Hunters get the materials, we smithies craft, and then the big reveal. I call it Project Fashion
I thought so.
Hunter.
This is a fashion show.
Busting down the door to progress.
Okay.
Ooh, that's certainly one approach. Sounds like fun.
It certainly could open new doors.
Okay then.
It's true. Changing up your gear can lead to some unexpected insights.
Werner said I clearly had too much time on my hands, but he's down. Whichever unit gets the most votes wins. So, what do you think? You game?
Okay.
Just what I like to hear. I've already got the whole fit planned. Here, just look. Balakchi Specs Alpha, Hope Mill Alpha, Clerk Van Braces Alpha, Chattacabra Coil Alpha, Pyragil Greaves Alpha.
Okay.
All you gotta do is equip this set as layered armor and come show me.
Oh, that's it? Cool.
If there's anything you're lacking, you know I'm happy to make it.
I hope there's still a list because I can't remember all the 5 of those. Once you've collected the specified armor, report back to Gemma with it equipped as layered armor. Even if the armor shares the same name, pay special attention to the difference between green and orange armor types. Ah, okay. You can check which armor you need by referencing the objectives in the upper right part of the screen. Note the equipment that requires a Rathian coin as a material. Yeah, okay. You can obtain a Rathian coin as a reward for completing an arena quest. We know this. Yeah, I've done this a bunch of times already.
Let's report back once we're done.
Alright then, new fashion, old feelings. Right, we need the Bulakwi Specs Alpha or Beta. Oh, wait. Yes, I can open the map. Awesome. And you have to hold the options button to view the environment overview and the open mission info and stuff. Awesome, finally. You don't have to hold the touchpad and then open the map afterwards. This is beautiful. Thank you very much, Capcom. Right, so I'm quite certain I can craft this all. So Bulakwi Specs Alpha or Beta in orange and Chattacabra Coil Alpha Beta orange. Ah yeah, Bulakwi Alpha or Beta in orange. Actually, let's take this one. Sure.
I'm ready to work.
Yeah, we're not gonna equip that. And what was the other one? Chattacabra something?
Come back anytime.
Chattacabra Coil Alpha and Beta.
Sure.
Chattacabra Coil Alpha or Beta in orange. So we have this one. And that one. Let's go for the white one. Sure.
I'm ready to work.
Like we know already, it doesn't matter. If you craft the alpha, you will get the beta as well, right? So I crafted the beta. Actually, we can just check that. I crafted the beta. Let's see if we have the alpha as well as a layered armor. So then let's change our outfit. Set the specified armor as layered armor by selecting equipment appearance in the appearance menu at camp. Then report back to camp. Gemma. Yeah. Okay. Right. Hopefully it will still... Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I have to remember? Right, I'm gonna take a picture. I can't remember this. Not like that. And I don't want to go out in and out all the time. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, we want to take a look at the Chattacabra coil. Because we crafted the beta, if we will have the alpha as well. We crafted the beta and we have the alpha as well. Very nice. Alright. So, then I'm gonna equip everything that I need. And then we're gonna see how it looks like. Then we're gonna talk to Gemma. That looks interesting. It's actually not too bad. I don't like the cut trousers and the spikes down there, but... And the glasses, yeah, I don't like those, but... All in all, it looks fashionable in a way. Right. Got it all? Report to Gemma. Sure, sure.
Whoa, Hunter, you're looking good. Really good. It suits you even better than I thought. You got me feeling things here.
Okay then.
Now, if you'll let me make just a couple little color tweaks with some quick dye.
Sure, go ahead.
Perfect.
Uh-huh.
Let's round everybody up and show you off.
Fashion show, really.
Esteemed colleagues, one and all.
I was not
Thank
expecting
you for
that.
assembling on this most auspicious
Reminds me of the
days.
fashion show in 587 Rebirth. Ooh, Fury? Mm-hmm. Oh, pirate! Okay. To be honest, I like
your shot?
the red
this
one the
swimsuit's
most.
got perfect aim.
Love might be a game, but you'll never lose in this winning ensemble.
Wanna land a big catch? With this look, it'll be hook, line, and sinker.
Okay. Do I have to choose which one is best, or...
The inaugural inter-unit Project Fashion Hunter face-off is officially in session.
That's a
First up
hammer.
from Tourist
It's just a
Unit,
microphone.
Alyssa. She was styled by Tourist Unit's Inrai. Inrai says, I wanted to showcase her kindness, positivity, and grace.
A new door really
Nice.
has opened.
Crisp and clean.
It's a hero
I could
bounty
never
stuff.
sell that sort of refinement.
The top at least.
Love that combination. I never saw this one coming. Next up is Rosso, repping Rubrum Unit. He's dressed by Rubrum Unit's
Ooh, Artian
Melchior.
stuff.
Red is Rosso's soul. It would be criminal not to use it.
A natural match, huh? It's almost too perfect.
And I think Gravio's
How
legs, right?
powerful. Really accentuates his unique charm.
It's like he was born to wear this.
Coming up next, my very own Avis unit. Coordinated by yours truly, Gemma. Feast your eyes on a hunter fit to pluck a wrath from the skies.
Gathering the materials was a pain.
It was not.
Hey, come on! I don't need to know that.
Hold up.
This looks so
one's
weird.
coming in hot.
Not bad at all,
I mean, the
Hunter.
poses.
A glimpse at an unexpected side of you.
Next is Astrum Unit's very own Olivia. Wearing gear picked by Werner. His statement. It's just her own beauty as is. Is that a problem?
Right. Here I am.
Interesting.
Ooh. Werner. Anyway, everyone, it's time to cast your vote.
But we're gonna lose, right?
You're a wild one.
Ah, hey, thanks.
Whew, that was a blast, Hunter. A shame about the result, though. I never even thought to combine those pieces like that. It's been educational.
For what it's worth, I thought your selection was pretty stunning too.
Yeah, I thought so too. Since getting here, the only thing on my mind has been how to keep you guys alive. This little event brought me back to the old days, when I was just doing it for the thrill of creating. So I decided to just have fun with it, which got me this.
Equipment received. Hawk Heart Jacket Alpha. Items exceeding your equipment box capacity will be automatically sold. Ah yeah. Hawk Heart Jacket Alpha. Okay.
This jacket's an important piece to me. It's what started it all.
Gonna take a look at that in just a bit.
We'll call it a prize for my winner. Take it.
Aw, thank you.
Thank you. I'll wear it with pride.
If it fits, sure.
Let's break more doors together sometime, Hunter.
Alrighty then, that was new fashion, old feelings, but before we actually continue, we're gonna switch back to my...
Hello.
Oh. Sure. Thanks. Guild points, sure. Hunter rank, ooh. Right, we're gonna switch back to my glasses and to my colors. And now the new jacket. I think it should be down here, right? Hawk Heart jacket. Well, if I use this, it's quite short actually. I have to use a different foil. Yeah, nah. I don't like that that's so short. Nah. I like the scarf, I have to say. I wouldn't walk around like that. Nah. I'm gonna switch it back to what I had before. It looks quite cool, but then I need another coil piece. Another waist piece. Nah, I don't like this jacket. It's just way too short. Way too short. Why would I wear this? Nah. Nah, we're gonna switch it back. Thanks, but no thanks. I think this looks much cooler. Yeah. Alright. So, finished with Gemma's little side mission.